a match between the two most decorated players in Warcraft 3 history. They are both approaching their 40s. Their birthday is 1 week apart from each other in December. They will both turn 40 this year. On this patch, they are 2 and 3. It's incredibly narrow between the two. Who's in a better shape? Who performs better here today? Is LYN willing to spend his Hangzhou weekend with Focus or with Moon? This is a generational match. These are goats clashing. These are titans facing each other. And this is the last game of the Super B Cup offline finals in Hangzhou at the end of the month. 4 players will be there. $17,500. Can Moon do it and win a map versus LYN? Usually he always does. We talk about Moon's matchups as they are very, very different. His human matchup is goated. His orc matchups is very much above average, I would say. His undead and night elf matchup leave a bit to be desired. Now LYN, his matchups can always be great. The question is, in what shape and mood is he today? Is it the unstoppable war chief? Or is it a bit of a deflated grunt? Moon was pretty on point yesterday. I agree. In the mirror matchup today, not so much. LYN starts with a roaming blade, finds the wisp. That's -1. Moon has always been a player who crumbles a little bit under pressure. He told us at Aurora Land, man, I'm 20 years in this, I'm still nervous. And LYN is taking a rather simple route. Harassing the wisps here. Again, 1 map win is enough. It can be via items. It can be a lucky creep jack. In this matchup, it can be anything, really. Sometimes it's items and a little bit of a lucky damage roll. A crit versus an evasion. And if LYN and Focus are somewhat close, LYN has to fight his heart out. LYN is currently 3 and 3. So no chance for him to improve his position. But if LYN loses here, Moon will take over the 3rd spot, and that would give us a 1-0 versus LYN semi-final. And I think LYN doesn't necessarily want to play 1-0 that quickly. Creep jack in. Moon fiery hot. We got a Shadow Priest here. We got a Berserker here. LYN needs this Berserker. Ooh, Moon got it. Moon got it. Moon got it. Heal wards for LYN, but the big XP, and what a nasty creep jack this is, dude. We talked about items, luck, crit, whatever. Sometimes all you need is a demon hunter to win a match. He's literally winning the game with 1 freaking unit. And then it's an absolute disaster. All the tension, all the questions, all the storylines ruined. After just a little minute. Moon wants to go to Hangzhou. I heard there's a meeting set up with him and Sky already.
A player's forces are under attack.
How the heck can LYN possibly recover? Imagine your Focus now. And you're sitting at home watching the games and you're rooting for LYN, and this happens when LYN is going for your creep route. Focus always goes for the merchant in the middle. For the mercenary camp. Oh no, he has to abandon the creep spot. Does he?
Player's forces are under attack.
Crit. Shadow Hunter. Ay, ay, ay. Lyn wins the fight, but barely. This guy has to defeat Moon 3-0 for Focus to go to Hangzhou. I mean, heal wards are a thing in his inventory. Just saying.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh! Serpent wards heal ward red spot. That's crazy. Shades of the Blizzard Urban Invitational in 2018 when he did this to Happy. That's nasty, bro. Moon has no clue. It's so gutsy. Another boulder. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god. We have another heal ward, mate. It doesn't work. Owned by creeps. This is like playing tower defense. Oh my god! 9! Oi. He ensnares him out of range, but here we go. Here we go. Okay, little bit of a catastrophe, but we need some healing now. In the meantime, Moon was busy too, got level 4 and close to level 3. He must be thinking like, what the hell are you doing, man? What the hell are you doing? Where even are you? I can't find you. You are not harassing me. What is going on? Man. Lyn knows the creep AI. Well done. Well done. I would like to see him speedrun the campaign. Now, he is healthy again. But yeah, there's an enemy too. He did survive the fight against creeps. That's step number 1. Now survive the fight against the level 4 Demon Hunter with rings, slippers, double gloves, big heal potion. Man, my anxiety levels are spiking right now. Moon, by the way, is on Mass Dryads. He's not on tier 3 at all. And the Serpent Wards help him defend this really well. There's no APs. There's a shop coming up, so there will be new mana in 40 seconds. Samuel, thank you. But yeah, I mean, how do you break a base with only Dryads? That doesn't fly. We're expanding now. And we're creeping because this is no threat. Guys, we got a game. I cannot believe this, but after Lyn almost died at the mercenary camp, and after Lyn almost died to the rock golem at the rat spot, we have a game. Isn't that something? That's... Are you kidding me, bro? Okay, okay, okay. Like, am I a joke to you, dude? I mean, this bought him 10 seconds. And he can move to the right.
The town is under siege.
We move on to the burrows, though. And they are not fortified. And the peons will suffer the way Lyn is suffering and was suffering all game. Again, Moon needs one map to qualify for the offline final. Which is wild. I love that he's not overpacing this. He's taking his sweet time. Unlike Life, right? It was the same map, actually. Life had a huge lead and was banging his head against the wall. Moon is setting up for the future to guaranteed get the victory. Demon. Demon. Got the potion. Gets the potion. Raiders were not able to attack too much, actually. And Raiders are falling quickly. Very, very quickly. Forces this kill the town portal now, but we do have that export. He is usually... Oh, there's even an AP against this. Yeah, Moon in a stellar situation. He's up a base. He's up a tech. He is up in levels.
Are under attack.
Every metric dictates that Moon wins the game and makes it guaranteed top 4. But guys, for you who've been here since map 1, I will not make any calls today of who's gonna win that a map. Like this guaranteed. Today, nothing is guaranteed. The tension is so high. Moon is even checking for his natural if LYN may be expanded there. That's how double, triple, quadruple sure he wants to make this. Legion Doomhorn. Very nice. Dude, items insane. Moon has to close this out. And he's gonna trying to kill LYN with death by 1,000 cuts. Another Mora. We have the AP here, making sure LYN is not expanding. We got an AP. Well, we got a check on the left-hand side. Focus needs LYN's Sane Sword to go berserk. This is probably the best fight now for the rest of the game. Kodo didn't eat yet. Here we go with the speed scroll. Demon Hunter has an invo potion, should be safe. This is a lot more microable now due to the Unholy Aura and the speed it provides. Mana burn against the Bursey. Immo against the Raider. Moon step by step by step. Closer to the offline final. Oh! And now, not only is Moon a tech higher and an expo more, he's also 20 food up. Moon wants this top 4 spot at all cost. And that Kodo didn't even eat. Here we go. Last chance for LYN, last chance for Focus in proxy. How do you beat a 15 food higher elf? I guess you don't. You're moving in, eat the bears, try to get out. That's 8 food. That's as economically efficient as one can be. They need the town portal, I guess. No heal scroll. Really? And Hail Marys, eh? Backstep into crit. We have seen the craziest crit combos in the past couple of days. Not here today. Not here. Moon, rock solid. Oh, wait. Heal wave. Demon out of the fight. Is there seriously a chance? It cannot be. Demon is back. With immolation. All gas, no brakes. Next stop, Hangzhou! Moon is qualified. Our top 4 in this $17,000 tournament are 120, Kaho, LYN, and Moon. LYN seriously tried everything to bring this disastrous encounter back to something competitive, but that's not the case. We got 2 of the 2020 generation versus the 2 most decorated people in the history of this game. I want to put emphasis on the fact that Moon is almost 40 and he outperformed life in this tournament as the 2nd best Night Elf. He outperformed the Chemico. He outperformed the Focus, who was lava hot going into this tournament. And now, of course, the discussion begins, right? As we have, like, some things are decided by a map or so. Like, oh, if only I had played this and this there and there. I feel like, with the exception of Isorg, maybe, everyone was contesting the top 4 quite hard. And it felt like every map mattered. I don't know if I thank you, but BJ Biggs, thank you for the 3 months. Oh yeah, Focus lost to Isorg. Oh, I remember now. Oh my god, the creep check at the shop. Oh, WK Island, you are so right. You are so right. The Moon Focus series also important. Hell yeah. And yeah, eventually it's about a couple of maps. Pfft. Ridiculous, eh? Ridiculous. Cool stories. Jester 1107, thank you. Isorg hype was real. Thank you, that kind of tells me that I did something right. Telling the story of this tournament. Because that's what these tournaments are about, eh? Especially the round robin ones. Compared to show matches and brackets. A lot of good things happened this tournament.
A player's forces are under attack.
And in the end, Moon and LYN are top 4. Both, of course, know that it's all about seeding. And maybe LYN fighting so hard was a sign that by any means necessary, he wants to avoid 1-0. Last hit LYN, I think. And definitely the item stolen on LYN. Yeah, he got both, dude. He got both. You can always argue. Well, if you want to win the tournament, you gotta go through 1-0 anyway. Makes a little bit of a... You know, the tiny difference is if you face 1-0 in the semi-final, you got $740 guaranteed. If you meet 1-0 in the grand final, you got $2,600 guaranteed. You know, a little 2K difference there.
A player's forces are under attack.
If you think 2K don't matter, give it to me. I take them gladly. $2K in this economy is like 4 packs of butter. It's really good. Last hit to LYN again. Gets revealed. Oh, that's actually cool. to get reveal against the archers now. It's just a short reveal. Gotta be precise. But these archer shadow melts are oftentimes like one hit away from dying.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh. Sorry. You need to face 1-0 if you are 1-0. Oh, worse. If you are 1-0, you're facing 1-0 every day.
A player's forces are under attack.
The second you wake up, you're fighting 1-0. That's life. I mean, not life, but 1-0, but you know. Facing yourself every day is the hardest part. Man, I need in real life invul potions. Oh, we got a sweet little surround here. Sick inventory on the Demon Hunter. I call, if Demon Hunter makes it to level 5, he's gonna win the game. And LYN needs a bit more damage. Moon got an expo up, look at this. He's just tier 2 fast expanding. Who does that? No one. Oh, Robe of the Magi, not bad. More mana, potentially more hex, but the Shadow Hunter is entangled. Do we have another? Do we have another? 2 seconds away. Well timed this disengage by LYN. Thank you, Lecrest. I can buy a couple of replenishment potions and you serve them. How about that? The walker is blocked. And now he realizes I can just cut the trees, bro. I got some lumberjacks there. Oh, this is a long time without the walker. Weird things are happening today. Does the LAN aspect of the finals change favoritism? Moon and LYN have both tons of experience, right?
I wonder how long it's been since I last subscribed. Must be years ago.
Yo, Ramnan! Thank you. Glad you're back. I would say it favors 1-0. I think Moon is getting very nervous. And I also think Moon and LYN will probably indulge in the social aspects of a LAN party a little bit more than others. Is my guess. Is my guess. Mosesio, thank you for the prime.
Amazing. Saw Moon 20 years ago on a LAN. Jeez.
Were you a DreamHack? Bro, Demon Hunter doesn't need to be level 5. He's just owning this like that. Ay. That was a... I mean, it's a hold. Hey, Dawn of Walter with the prime. What's going on? We have a little train. I love that prime hype train. Keep them coming, boys. At Gamescom. Oh my god, maybe I was there too. It was NGL. He was there with Meteor Makers. Lucifer was there too. The Nama with the tier 1 sub. GG.
Choo choo.
Choo choo GG. 68, that's crazy. Bro, Moon is running quite a show here. Lyn trying to recover, but it's not mining. That's a problem. No level 3 on the Shadow. That's a problem. There was a German cast. Yes, of course. Kaldor and Reaper. Legends. Game Sports were by a landslide the best casters in Warcraft 3 back then. They were lucky that I wasn't around. Dude, Lyn is dead here. GG, Moon 2-0. Moon 2-0. And it's getting more and more and more likely that we get 1-0 versus Lyn in the semi-final. Lyn needs a reverse sweep now. This was a very, very one-sided affair. The old man still got it. Yeah. Mose, wasn't this the tournament where Moon ran into the glass door, broke his arm, and owned everyone? That was the tournament, right? Or was that the year before? There was a games convention tournament where Moon ran into the glass door, broke his arm, showed up the next day, and owned everyone. And freaking Mio got lost looking for a restroom. That was also quite funny. What a legend. My god, dude. We are in springtime, ladies and gentlemen. If Lyn wins 3 more, he is rank 3 and faces Kaho. Otherwise, if Moon wins 1 more, Moon is 3rd and he's facing Kaho. Dude, for Moon, it's so tough, dude. Do you want to play 1-0, who's an undead, whom you can't beat for the past 3 years, or do you want to play Kaho in a Night Elf mirror, where Kaho is undefeated for 3.5 months? Yeah, okay. Hey, let's go on a vacation. Let's go to Sodom or Gomorrah. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Actually, that does sound like a great idea. It would have been a fun weekend, I think. Yeah, Lyn would have definitely picked Kaho over 1-0. If he had to pick, but it's all down to performance. I feel like, though, if this goes through, Moon has a lot more room for improvement in his mirror match than he has in his Night Elf vs. Undead. Because Moon for weeks and months has only played Bear Mirror, and he can unfold all the other strategies, especially on a LAN. Maybe Kao is not used to offline tournaments, will be more stressed. I was thinking about this. What was the last offline tournament in China? Was it really Stars War? Because I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. And then Kao showed up and owned. But I'm not sure if that was Stars War, because at Stars War he didn't own. He was in Happy's team. They kinda sucked. There must have been another tournament. But I can't think of what it was.
player's forces are under attack.
Also, I guess most players grew up in like internet cafes, so for them it's kind of whatever. How's this game looking? Demon Hunter got a ring. Demon Hunter got level 2. We are attacking the middle spot. I like that. I think you have to. And you choose Hex first.
Player's forces are under
Very calm setup. LYN is contesting. He's definitely buying time for double raiders. It's a... I don't know if that's a missed call, because Moon is going Dryads, yes, but he's teching already. Ooh, Demon Hunter caught. Do we have a... Oh, we don't have a totem. No walkers against the incoming bears. We do have 3 end snares. All about the middle. Moon is dealt the better cards here, guys. Raider down, needs to trade. He needs some big kills here now. But I think Moon has this countered, dude. No deny by LYN either. At least the Ancient is down and the Creep is still there. But who does this favor? Cui bono, guys! Always ask yourself the question. Cui bono, and why is it not Neo? Hex, focus. Got it! And the braces too. We'll definitely pawn that in for an invuln. But man, for the mental game, this was so necessary. LYN stemming against the defeat here with mass raiders. It is a lot of control. He came in razor sharp at the right timing. Okay, okay. But Moon has bears now. So you can, I guess, play Raider into Kodo? Pin down the bears, eat them? We have a TP, but we can contest this, right? The poison damage is stacking up and up and up and up and up. Oh, if there's a crit, he's dead. Lucky.
A player's forces are under attack.
Never lucky with the crits. Yeah. After the 4 crits that happened here. Different game, but... It's called LYN Sword for a reason. So... Moon is on tier 3. LYN needs an expo. LYN needs levels. LYN needs a different army, and he's going for that now. But because he went doubles Beastery, and only then the Torrent Totem, his 50 food is late. Butsuketelas, really nice. And then his expo will be late. And without an expo, you can't play tier 3 versus tier 2. Like in general. Moon has no TP no more, though. You can't be aggressive. So who creeps better? Looks like LYN has a solid shot here, close to level 3. Big heal potion, going for the next, going for the Magnetor Reba. I think so far, tactically, Moon is a bit ahead. From pure execution, LYN might be a bit ahead. It's a cool styles clash. Katka's pipe also lovely to see. Moon with Helm of Valor also awesome. And we've seen this play before here. Onto the Moonwells we go with pillage. Good money. TP. Oh, if that Kodo lives. If that Kodo lives. Oh. Man, there was an 8 supply swing with the bear being back and the Kodo being down. And just like that, we have a solid lead. If you combine the Moonwell kills with another unit kill, that's twice as good, right? Because then the units can't be bought back at the moment. You got the bigger army. Yo, that's a lot of stuff in production. How long does a Kodo build? 25 seconds or so? Yeah, you gotta stall for half a minute, LYN. Otherwise, this is problematic. Dude, I did not expect a 3-0 by Moon versus LYN, and it's definitely in the cards now. Demon Hunter in the middle of it all. Burn, burn, burn the ring of fire around the Demon Hunter. But LYN is for now able to stall. He got one bear. And reinforcements are coming in. LYN has currently the bigger army. And Moon stays at 50. Only now. This little ambush here bought a lot of time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Here we go. Again, LYN needs to win this to stay a chance at the 3rd place in the round robin group stage here. And he needs to own that fight. 2 Kodos can eat. 1 did. The other one ate 2. That's 12 food in the belly. The Walker situation gets a lot better. Supply is misleading and you still have to deal with that Demon Hunter somehow. Double Invo Potion on the Night Elf heroes. You know there's going to be hero focus. Kodos slowly but steady getting eviscerated. There was another crit, but the Invo Potion right there. LYN's army is getting reduced, but he can still work with Ensnare, dude. Those were some insanely timed Ensnares. And that's even better than a Devour. We have a 10 food lead up. It's crazy that LYN is able to fight such a fight without an expo. That is not normal. And now we expand. Those Moonwells being destroyed delayed Moon by so much. That's why LYN's ahead now. Exactly.
A player's forces are under attack.
God damn this Blade Master. What's up with springtime today? First, the plus 47 damage lich. 5120. And now we get a plus 26 Blade Master.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is it only me or should this blade make bigger difference with those items? Well, if the Blade Master would be named Demon Hunter, then the game would be over. Memeing. Meme. Am I? Am I memeing? Moon is not attacking this base. He's probably waiting for this to finish. He's maneuvering himself into position. Getting some new reinforcements. Might make a pit stop to the shop because this Demon Hunter doesn't have an invul potion.
A town is under siege.
But then there's LYN again. Oh, what a sweet timing. Just when Moon was able to move to the expo. Just when the expo is up. This is such a well-crafted timing. Mamma mia. It's also a well-crafted Demon Hunter. Let's not beat around the bushes here. Level 5 is insane. And you don't want to fight this. But what you want to fight is the Moonwells. 180 gold. Bam, bam. 2 of them down the drain. Oh, 1 of them maybe. Maybe 2 of them. 2 of them. 1 of them. 1.5. 6, 7. And Moon can't build. And LYN can reap his rewards, dude. He's like Scrooge McDuck. In his pool of coins. But okay, if I can't build units, I can goddamn build buildings if I have my wisps here. So last stand by Moon, or last attack rather. Kodos are coming in. Blade Master well controlled early on. Shadow Hunter, Shadow Hunter, Shadow Hunter. What are you doing there? This fight setup wasn't the greatest, but we're fixing it now. 3 Kodos, 8, 12 food reduced, but they are not moving away here. They want to get some piercing damage in versus the Dryads and alongside the Raiders. That is absolutely phenomenal. If the Demon Hunter doesn't go ape shit here, there's no chance. Wait, 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 wait! Blade dead! How the heck did that just happen? Oh no. I'm smelling something. Is this how ape shit smells? We gotta ask Soul. But... uh-oh. Blade Tavern revive. Necessary, 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 necessary. We need some healing here. Like a lot. And LYN is taking a sweet time, but the freaking bears take out the peons. Guys. By any metric, LYN should have owned the fight, but he was very slow setting up that fight. Now this all might be better. Here we go. Kodos forward. Nyam, 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 nyam. Go for the keeper. There's no TP, no more. Staff cannot be transferred. Here we go. And now we got crit level 3. And now splice this guy in 2, please. Crit versus evasion. Heal with it ready. Demon can't move. 308. The perfect exclamation mark for map 3. LYN is still alive and can still get rank 3. This was a very well played game strategically by LYN. Was dealt mediocre cards in the mid game actually, because his double Raider play ran straight into a tier 3 play by Moon, and that is usually favored. Like the tier 3 is usually favored. Also, who had the idea to not give it like his own word? Because you know, in German it's U for U, it's V for V, and it's W for W. But you thought there has to be one letter that's so similar to the other that we just call it W. Makes no sense. How does it make sense?
A player's forces are under attack.
We got Moon once again relying on the Demon Hunter. We got Lyn once again relying on a Blade Master. We're on Tide Hunters, and that's kind of funny, actually. Tide Hunters switched home turf a couple of times. And now Moon picks it, even though it was a very good orc map for a while. Lyn is just able to snipe this? Really? Dude, is Moon falling off a little bit here? Big healing potion, absolutely fantastic.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Moon in with the steal. You know, oh. He needs the potion right there. He doesn't have crit, but there is an exit. As the grunt is juicy. Keko, thank you.
W. Go Lyn. W.
W! Well, not much of a W here for this little guy. It feels like the momentum is a bit
Player's
gone.
forces are under attack.
Potion gone. Grunt gone. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible early game for Lyn. Let's not talk about German language. Well, we got the Rettungsgasse. Und jetzt kommst du. What do you got? Demon Hunter ahead in levels, big consumables sniped. This was the map where Lyn had an extraordinary game versus Kaho. It was so good. I was raving about every single move, every single creep spot, every single decision.
A player's forces
And then there was the final fight, and it all looked great for Lyn. And it was in his main base, and he got the biggest inventory. And he got attacked, and we got attacked, and he got attacked, and he had an invo potion. We were waiting for him to click it, and then he didn't click it. It was terrible. Now we go back to Radar Walker. Did Moon check this? Had to go for the bird, for the small bird. The bird in the hand. As the Windwalk was running out and he wanted to use the backstab. Still contesting the null. Oh, he got it, but the claws plus 8 goes to the demon. Lots of damage. Okay, nice recovery. This game really swings back and forth.
A player's
It's an
forces
interesting
are
game.
under attack.
How the heck do you get vision through this? What the fuck? Okay. Make it make sense. Lyn confirmed wall hack. This is a nice creep trick though. It's the higher ground. Really? But there's a wall.
A player's forces are under attack.
Unlike Kaho, Moon is also focusing on the bottom of Tidehunters, which I think is the by far better choice. He also has the Dryads out and the Entangle, so it's a slow and a disable. And it's a Mana Stone. Oh, the Shadowhunter would have loved this item. But let's see what LYN is getting here. Scourge Bone Chimes, also not too shabby. Oftentimes a bit overrated, but won't complain. You won't complain. Serpent Wards. Hell yeah, dude. Moon stays on tier 2 and we go Serpent Wards. I love the choice. LYN is now going for for Wisps. Schlaganfall. Because Dryads are very expensive. Attack on top of this would be very expensive. Wisp kills would mean something. And he saw that the tech only now started. Gave a Sobi Mask to the Keeper. Ooh, that will be a lot of Entangle. Ay, 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 ay. Nice to secure the consumable. Very, very even game here.
Town is under siege.
On top as well. Both can work with so much. I like how Moon is anticipating the Raider run by as a lesson from the last game. Moon is creeping better than Kaho as a lesson from earlier in the group stage. And LYN is playing nicely around potential ambushes as well. Again, I said this during 1-0 versus Kaho earlier. Strategically, omega high class game right here. In this situation, like, it's remarkable that LYN is in this situation after what went down in the early game. And we have level 2 Serpent Wards. We have a lot of piercing damage here. Alright, let's get it on, man. Can LYN go for the 2-2? There's so much in Moon's inventory, though. Demon Hunter also getting level 4. That immolation is scary. Didn't select the mana burn yet. Also, the Keeper's waiting for level 3. Heal Scroll was nice. We need some heal waves very soon. That would be the greater mana potion. Then the Dryads are very hurt. LYN needs the healing. Gets burned right there. He was probably just waiting for it. The radar control is a piece of art. Item on the ground. Oh, it's just the dust. Okay, okay, okay. Raiders or Dryads? What will fall first? I love the Kodo edition here. Not too much damage, but very, very tanky. And that takes the pressure off the Raiders. Blade Master can still go for some kills here. Moon 45, LYN 43, but still both players losing everything. Any last hitters? Level 4. Oh, the exit kill almost. Dust settles, even supply, new problem, tier 3. Moon didn't skill mana burn the entire fight. He did skill entangle in between. And now Moon is getting one more consumable. Insane that LYN holds on to the big mana potion. Ignoring the shop, go for the base. Oh, I'm not going for mana burn, dude. It's crazy. Here we go into the Keeper. There is a potion, but not much else. Can he crit through this? Item on the ground? I don't know what it was. Whatever it was, it's gone. And then it's 7 seconds of safety now, but we fight into the Snake Pit. We still have an Invo potion on the Shadow Hunter. We got a mana potion as well. The Dryads are getting sliced into pieces. But we don't have the correct answers just yet for the Bears. But if they're both in GNL form... Oh, no, 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 no. Double bear kill! Ay, 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 ay. What a disaster! And here we go. 168. Another shop. Okay. If you kill the demon, it's ogre. Oh, mamma mia! That was a bit of a dono, wasn't it? All you gotta do is kill the demon. Which you can't because there's goddamn redo, so we look for another target. You don't want to make the mistake that Life did. There's an invo potion still. This time LYN clicks it at pretty much exactly the same spot where Blade Master died the last time. 171 GG 2-2. And that's not the hype train from before. Oi, 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 oi. That is crazy, bro. The early game was so shit for LYN. It was so shit. Grunt down in the early. And you know what they say, never lose a grunt in the early. But he did, and then he still won. It's kind of rare, actually, that LYN is going for these reverse sweeps. I oftentimes get shit on by you for this sentence, but LYN is not a great reverse sweeper in my opinion. What? He's going for the Groover. KOTG by Moon. Let's go. The final map of this glorious tournament, and we actually get diversification in Night Elf versus Orc that I live to see the day. Keeper first, boys. LYN reverse swept happy into 3-4. Come on. When was that the town thing, and how often did it happen afterwards? As we say in Germany, also a blind hand finds a corn. Keeper, you gotta adjust now, man. LYN's gotta adjust his game plan now. This is surely not what he did expect. Hammerfall has been a nice solid home turf for the Keeper in multiple matchups. It happened once, okay? Now tell me a list of other players who did it once. I'm not too sure about once. I think Infi did. But I'm not sure if he did it more than once. Exactly once? I don't know. So we go for Treants. I think this is already Wanda. There's already a bit of trouble for Moon because he couldn't creep what he wanted to creep. And he's kind of stuck on level 1, almost. No, not really stuck, but you know, delayed on the level 2. And LYN go, oh. Guys, if you're a Moon fan, this is not ideal.
A town is under siege.
Expo gone, Moonwell gone. Level 2 just reached. LYN, can you just counter this without much practice? Just on the fly. I feel like Moon is getting a bit outplayed here. But okay, in the Keeper we trust. Snick. Oh my god. I feel like the guy is riding a bit of momentum. This was noticeable, by the way, very much in the 1-2-0 series versus LYN. We oftentimes say that 1-2-0's game 1 is his weakest and then he accelerates. For LYN, it feels like he shows his best in game 3 and after. He's an old man. He's an old diesel engine. It takes some time to get started, you know. But yeah, it's not ideal, is it? Swing. Oh god. The 2 kills, I think, ruin level 3 creep route. Didn't you say he's not a reverse sweeper? Yes, I did. Because you can still play better in game 3, 4, and 5 and lose the series. Like against 1-0. Game 1 and 2 were a catastrophe. Game 4 and 5 were very much alright to great. Still lost. Both can be true at the same time. I know this is a complicated concept of the internet. That 2 things can be right at the same time. But it is the case. Moon realizes his mistakes. Like, what was I thinking? Not going for a Demon Hunter. And then we go for a Demon Hunter. A Keeper is supposed to buy time. A Keeper is supposed to offer control. And he got none of that. So, the low-level Demon Hunter and the missing level 3 is a huge liability for Moon. LYN counted this Omega hard so far. Radar, Walker, Kodo. The rest remains the same. You just, quote-unquote, have to read when your opponent is going for what units. Good items. That's true. Very tanky. Should maybe give one of these items to the Keeper. He's oftentimes on the squishy end of things and he steals one more. That must be so fun, dude, when you have the timings down like LYN. You know, theoretically I could do that with Undead, but I don't have the timings down. And this is way harder. Are we expanding now? Feels like Moon has a little bit of a power spike now, waiting for the tier 3. LYN only 40 food. And Moon is the one with level 3. That creep spot was super important. But it's only Dryads.
A player's forces are under attack.
We do not have Serpent Wards this time, because LYN is reading this correctly that the transition to bears is rather fast. But then it's also a no mana keeper, so what does that thing do? We don't have high level immolation, we don't have high level mana burn, which we didn't have last game anyway. Kick W! Speed scroll, dispel. Ooh, we fight in front of the expo. This is so weird by Moon. His tier 3 is just finished. And he's attacking without reaping the rewards of the tier 3. This is not a timing that you would ever expect, but it kind of works out. It's kind of owning. But okay, Blade level 3. We need crit fast. Heal wave clutch. This might work out for Moon, but I'm not sure. No more mana. No more mana burn. LYN's army reduced to 1 Grunt, 1 Walker, 1 Kodo. But the expo will still be cancelled, no?
Player's forces are under attack.
I guess the sweeping has been stopped, everybody. Who's the one to sweep now? Comes down a lot to XP and the remaining creep routes. So cool, man, that Moon realized this is for sure a suboptimal play. It's almost a nonsensical play. But I have this window of opportunity now, and I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna own. You don't live by rules of thumb, you live by opportunities. We expand again. Oh, Lyn, you clawed back bravely
Players' forces are under attack.
into this series. Would be a shame if you let it go on game 5.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lyn now. Heal potion, double heal scroll, big invo potion, and expo coming up. Oh, that demon hunter dude, the tankiness is through the roof. And he got one heal scroll as well. Blade is not bad. The damage will be sick. Plus 18 damage. So you got 40 seconds. Nice how Moon closed the door here. So Lyn can't go into the enemy base for a meaningful push. Moon is scouting here. He must know that this is here,
Town
right?
is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Windwalk and go. 15 seconds. Voila. Sorry. That came out of nowhere. I apologize. This is the push, guys. If Lyn holds, he has all the chances in the world. Maybe a hero focus. Keeper is a bit naked, actually. There's no invo pod.
A town is under
Again, I
siege.
wonder, wouldn't a Demolisher be amazing here? But that's just me. Let's do this, guys. Final decisive fight in the Super B Cup group stage. Who gets rank 3 and who faces Kaho instead of 1-2-0? Winner faces Kaho, loser faces 1-2-0. Raiders, pretty hurt. Supply is even. But what about the Kodos? 1, 2, 3, all 8. And I don't know if this is any good for Moon, dude. The Dryads are getting slaughtered. Slaughtered, I say. And same fate for the Bears. There's no start of focusing these Kodos. The Bears are just getting devoured. It's gonna be a nice morning. Nether Bear cut into pieces. 165 into 153. Moon is completely falling apart. That poor man was up 2-0. And eventually, rank 4 will all there will be. Keeper is so almost dead. Everything, of course, mega hurt. But the expo is up. Even the peons with Spirit Link, dude. Wonderful. Lyn owns the fight. Close to level 5 Blade. 16 food up. And the world's his oyster. That was a bit too easy to get the bears in the bellies. Nice little moral support here.
A player's forces are under
3
attack.
bears down. We have 2 more, but also 1 empty stomach. The only way would be Demon Hunter level 5. I think this keeper play was brave. But LYN identified and counted this so hard, man. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. LYN, I doubted you before this tournament, in the middle of the tournament, at the end of this tournament. And you shut me up pretty much every single time. This is incredibly hard to lose now if you're LYN. There is a big invo potion. Hopefully that's not a sign, because he was in a great spot versus Kaho already with the same item. But no! LYN is going for the reverse sweep. That is phenomenal. Our semifinals in the offline Super B Cup are 1-2-0 versus Moon and Kaho versus LYN. And seeing these beasts offline will be so cool, man. It's been way too long since we had the pleasure of an offline one-on-one tournament. The last one might have been Dubai. And now it's finally back. It's finally on August 28? August 29. August 29, 1 p.m. Central European time. It's all been decided. 10 days of round-robin group stage are over, and the top 4 are 1-2-0 Kaho, Moon, and LYN, with the semifinals 1-2-0 versus Moon and LYN versus Kaho. I want Moon to grind a month for this matchup. Overcome your undecked anxiety, bro. It is insanely hard.